Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to make a web app using nothing but your Android smartphone. The first thing you need is a solid keyboard. The second thing you need is a solid local text file editor. And the third thing you need is a cloud IDE. So let's start off with the keyboard first. If you're running an older Android system, what I'd recommend is Hacker's Keyboard. But if you're running something a bit newer, what I'd recommend instead is Unexpected Keyboard, which is like an updated version of Hacker's Keyboard. For the code editor, what I'd recommend is Acode. I have a bad non-habit of not saving my files, and so right now I'm experimenting with other text editors. Right now I'm using Code Editor. And you can see the reason why I put so much emphasis on a powerful keyboard. Right now I'm going to copy this entire HTML section and put it into my simple IDE. Now for my cloud IDEs, I use two of them. I like to use CodePen for simple projects and Gitpod for more complicated ones. So let's go into the browser and fire up a tab for CodePen. CodePen.io. Now when you're using a browser, you're going to want to make sure that it has the ability to use desktop mode, because there's a lot of features that are only available to desktop user agents that are not in mobile agents. So we're going to take this code and we're going to replace it with the stuff that we had in the text editor. There we go. And you'll save it. And you can see it's a little game of Snake. But what if you want to do something a bit more complicated, like build a Next.js application? Well, for that, we're going to use the second cloud IDE, Gitpod. So we're going to go to gitpod.io. Gitpod.io. And we're going to make a new workspace. So we're going to need a URL from this text editor. So let's copy that over. Copy. And paste that in there. Paste. And then we're going to make a new thing. So Gitpod is basically an online VS Code environment. So anything you can develop in VS Code, you can basically develop in Gitpod, and VS Code can pretty much develop anything. So you can pretty much develop anything in Gitpod, so long as you can create a web interface for it. But you can see it's kind of cramped. That's why it's important to have desktop mode enabled. So we can enable desktop mode and get more screen real estate. So we're going to go to ports. We're going to go to ports and we're going to copy the URL and put it in here. And that's how you develop a web app using a smartphone. While you might technically have all the software tools you need to do this, it's excruciating to use a smartphone for 8 hours at a time. For more information on how to use a phone ergonomically without wrecking your body, check out first part of my video here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Peace.